Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, Game Move 6 of Komorebi. I actually remembered it this time. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we met Taylor the streamer. Our friend locked our keys, or his keys, in the car, and we met a Zero, which I think is important to the story. Look, I think he was one of the characters. And then we had a session with the counselor guy. I think that's him here. Oh, and I almost forgot, before we start, if you're interested in this game, it's on itch.io, where you can get it for free. Hopefully it'll be on Steam. Oh, it's going to be on Steam eventually, but, you know. Anyways, food stuff?
Experience pivotal fragment. Intro speculation.
The heck is that? Well, I guess I'm going to find out. Nostalgia is like a broken mirror. Recreate the past, and you'll end up full of cuts. Here's some good sayings I don't think I've heard before, but actually seem to, be meaningful, you know? I throw my head back and take a shot. Alcohol quickly burns my throat. After a couple of coughs, I let out a noise that signals my satisfaction. Good stuff. I can't help but feel happy, as a warm feeling rises within me.
I guess Delta is a lightweight too. Looks like you have some competition, Taylor.
Hey, it's not a competition if the victor is clear. $100 says I pass out before they do.
So you're betting that you'll pass out before I do?
Oh, now this is gonna be interesting.
Here, let me get the music. We need a theme song for Taylor's demise. Wow, have some faith, dude. As if your ego needs to get any bigger. If I could afford it, my money would go right on Delta. Wait, you can't afford it? I thought your books were bestsellers. Yeah, they were.
Oh.
Anyway, what do you want to hear? You all okay if I put on some Clays?
Clace! The guy that made the game.
I could go either way.
Also, is this supposed to be Earth? Is it supposed to be the same Clace?
You know, I heard he could too.
Damn, I missed that there.
Oh, really? He'd fit in well with us then. Whoa, speak for yourself, man. We don't all hit on everyone we see.
Yeah, I made sure to warn my friend about that. Meeting a boozed up Taylor is certainly an, experience.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Please don't.
Always gotta ruin my fun.
I kind of wish I could be flirtatious, but I feel like I would hurt people by accident.
But go ahead, put on some Clays. Not very party-like, just sitting here in silence.
Well, you don't like sitting in silence drinking alcohol? Damn. Dante smiles and pulls out his phone. The speakers in the corners of the room let out a noise, signaling his connection. After a few moments of scrolling through his device, he decides on a song.
Party time?
Party time.
Party time!
Party time. Now playing Encore, Clace. He presses play with a wide grin on his face. The music fills the room. I wonder if this might be from the... I still haven't done true ending of Major Minor. Isaac grabs the bottle of vodka, rests on the table, and stands up tall.
And that means more shots.
He slides his shot across the table in my direction. Dante does the same, but in Taylor's direction. Oh no, they really do want to test our tolerance.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it a double. He throws the bottle in the air and catches it with a flourish.
We're making it a double.
Hell yeah. He walks over to me and fills up both shot glasses with vodka. A moment later, he does the same for Taylor, topping us up. I tell him I'll do my best, as long as him and Dante do it too.
You have yourself a deal. 4 for you, 4 for us.
You really want us to pass out, huh? Don't think your friend would like being stood up.
We'll pace ourselves, don't worry. Remember, we're not leaving for 3 more hours.
So, just get a couple more bottles, I guess?
So you're saying drink up?
Hell yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
As if that was a direct challenge, Taylor and I both take our shots. Then, in one swift motion, we slide the glasses over to Isaac and Dante. Filling up almost immediately, Isaac then strikes a thinking pose.
We should have a toast.
To what?
Taylor's inebriation is becoming clear as he wobbles slightly. If the earlier wager were official, I'd guess he'd be winning.
I live by many rules, but one has never let me down. Always let a rider make the toast. It's what they do best.
Okay. All eyes are immediately on Dante.
Wow. No pressure or anything.
Come on, it's an honor.
It's my job. It's not a party trick, but sure. Let me think of something.
Him and Isaac both pick up one shot glass in unison. There's a pause for a few moments while Dante decides what to say. But after a while of thinking, he seems to give up and laugh.
You know what? This one's just from the heart. Here's to getting wasted with the people that matter.
I want to do that in December.
Yeah, with the people that matter. And with any luck, that list will keep on growing.
But not too wasted. You have to walk around later. Taylor and I hold our hands up, like we're taking shots as well. They all say cheers, and they down the vodka faster than Isaac poured it. Talk about getting a head start on the night, buzz before supper time.
Speaking of which, who are we meeting? You gonna tell us who this friend of yours is?
Nope. But honestly, I'm nervous too. I've never met him, so it's not just you.
Internet friend?
Wait a second. You've never even met him?
Correct?
And you think I move fast with guys?
Hey, it's not like he's a stranger, man. He's just never been in town until today.
I wonder if he might be a zero.
But we've been friends online for a while now. Trust me, he's good. No need to worry.
If you say so. Anyone who gives me free booze is good in my books. I just thought you met him before with how much you've been saying.
Nope. Just the anxiety making me ramble. Hence all the liquid courage we just ingested. Might want to switch to rum, though. Vodka's running dry.
Oh yeah, rum. My favorite. He shakes the bottle with an embarrassed laugh. You've already gone through a whole bottle? Wow. Isaac must have a weird definition of pacing.
Rum? I'm down. I'll go grab the cola. I think it's time to start mixing. Those straight shots are really starting to creep up on me.
Truth be told, I haven't mixed rum and coke in a while. I'm trying to temper off. With a dramatic flair, he acts like he's passing out. Then, a moment later, he actually does. His head rests on my shoulder. I laugh and exchange an awkward glances with everyone else.
Or maybe you could get it for me, Delta. I fear I've gotten a bit lightheaded over here.
I have no problem doing a favor for a friend, so I agree. But the temptation rises within me to mess with him before I get up. Mess. Looking down at him, I think of one message I'd like to send. Shove off seems a bit... it depends on what you mean by shove off, but wrap an arm around him. I have an arm around him and give him a tight squeeze. The others look a bit surprised, but Taylor sounds incredibly happy.
I'd tell you not to let go, but I really wanted that cola.
Fair enough.
Yes, the master of romance. A lifetime of practice.
A few chuckles fill the room, and I stand up and walk to the fridge. The cola is easy to find, even amongst the booze-filled appliance. When I make it back to the table, I notice Dante is holding the rum.
Man, I'm gonna miss this.
Miss what? He sighs and shakes the bottle, swirling the liquid inside.
Well, we can always buy more. It's cheap stuff.
No, not that. I meant all of this. In general. Sitting down with your best friends, getting drunk during the day, downing shot after shot like our bodies aren't starting to hate us.
Oh, you mean youth.
Yeah, but at least we made the most of it. Couldn't have asked for a better group of friends.
Don't make me feel feelings.
Dude, I feel exactly the same way. I can't even imagine what life would be like without all of you. Just the thought of it is enough to keep me up at night. And it does.
Oh? Finally confessing your feelings for all of us?
Dude, no way. It's just, we're so close now, but are we still in touch in any of your visions?
Oh, he has visions? I shrug, since it's pretty obvious I've never had a vision. No, wait, you're asking me? But the rest of them exchange word glances with one another. They didn't have to say anything. I know exactly what they're thinking. So are visions like a one and done kind of thing, or is it like multiple ones? And I'm still not 100% sure if they're changeable, you know?
Oh.
Exactly. I can't get it off my mind. I think of you all as my family. But in my vision, you're not even an afterthought.
By now, Dante has fixed all of us some rum and cola. The mood in the room took a turn for the worse, and I stare at my glass. I'm not sure how to fit into this conversation. I'm definitely still the odd one out.
Hey, we're together now, and that's what matters. If you're constantly worried about the future, you'll never enjoy the present. We could drift apart, yeah, but no point in just moping around until it happens.
Isaac looks up from his glass with a smile.
Remember what you said about foresight in the group chat? If we know we might stop being friends, then we need to make the most of it. And I don't know about you, but I think tonight is the perfect night for that.
Perfect.
You know what? You're right. But why do we have to drift apart?
'Cause somebody gets murdered, maybe? I don't know.
Who says we can't be friends forever?
Fate. And quite literally.
Well then, screw fate. I won't let anything take you away from me.
I don't know if we're equipped to fight fate, man. And if well-wishing were a weapon, the world would be much better off.
Look, this is very anime related. I mean, look how big their eyes are. If I know anything about anime and in general games that Clace makes, you fight God or fate or whatever. Especially in anime.
Just create some memories that we can revisit whenever we want.
Even when we're no longer together.
Now, when you mean revisit whenever we want, you mean like how we do it normally, or are we talking about these Komorebi things going on? Isaac mood almost instantly reverses as he holds up his glass.
Now there's a toast.
We touch our glass together and take a large swig.
And shame on you, Taylor. Using my own words against me? Guess it's true what they say, though. Your own advice is always better when it comes from somebody else.
We're all creatures of self-doubt, man. Can't escape that. But don't worry, Isaac. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not sure if we can beat fate. But I promise to put up one hell of a fight.
It seemed like the perfect end of our discussion. Moving on to more casual topics, we slowly sip our drinks. But this is the first time I've seen more negative effects of Komorebi. The more negative effects. A group of people realizing they might not be friends forever. There's something so liberating, yet terrifying about that. It almost seemed like a rite of passage into maturity. But here I sat, with no vision to my name, and no input at all. As my new life kept going, I had no idea what the future could bring. And that thought alone was almost as liberating and terrifying as the alternative. Okay, so we done all these things. Now, heart to hearts. Where we might, I don't know. Let's see. I think we've met all maybe of the main cast. Actually, let me just go on my phone and look up Komorebi. Because, you know, it would have the image there, which should have the main characters, right? Store, search. How do you spell this? Komor. Oh, I had a T there. Let's see. They have the Zero. Sorry, I don't know your name. They have Ears Guy, 2 other guys, and... looks like a fox with... or some kind of canid with black hair and pink fur. And glasses. Guess that could be him. Anyways, heart to heart.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment.
1. Oop, sorry. Enter the living room and notice Isaac sipping at a light beer. The TV's on, and he's not really watching it. I can tell he's distracted. There's something he needed to talk about. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. He notices my entrance and smiles at me. Some anxiety immediately dissipates. Shifting a bit more to one side of the couch gives me ample space to sit beside him. That's exactly what I do, and he returns to face me, as much as he can while sitting down.
You know, this stuff tastes awful. But I wouldn't be drinking it if Taylor didn't tease me. I know it's not true, but he keeps talking about my weight.
Oh, you drink light beer instead of beer because of your weight? Takes another sip of beer.
We did buy tons of junk food for this weekend, though. If I take it easy during the week, I can definitely binge on Friday. Might as well take action before something becomes a problem, right?
Nothing to say while drinking a beer at 2 p.m.
True. Sometimes we just replace one problem with another. But don't worry. I care too much about work to do something like that. I only drink on days off, and I always make sure to pace myself.
Unfortunately for me, like, the way I work is that I'm either away from shore, and you can't do it there, or you're on shore and you got like... I mean, you only have to like show up to a meeting, you don't have to do anything for like 2-3 days, so you have a lot of days off. And pacing myself, no. I've gone beyond that. I mean, if I was drinking with somebody, I might.
Except this weekend, though. Moderation goes out the window. Haven't been to a nightclub in ages. I'm actually kind of nervous.
MFF, that rave, hella good. Danced myself till my feet was blue. Don't overthink it. We'll have a time of our lives. You're cool, you're gonna fit in fine. Feel the same way. Let's be awkward together. I mean, that seems pretty funny. It'd be kind of also funny if there was a sad things like, but we'll just... something sad.
You think I'm cool, huh?
Cool dude.
Must be those rose-colored lenses everyone talks about. I bet everything seems new and exciting since you moved here.
I mean, the company seems cute. It takes one final chug, then crushes the can in his hands. There's a bit of awkward silence after he does this, but I'm not sure why. Ask him why he wanted to meet me here, and ask him if I did anything wrong.
Oh, no, not at all. I guess I should have elaborated when I said I wanted to talk. Sorry if you were worrying, I'll handle it better in the future. I actually wanted to apologize to you, Delta. Your first memory of this house will always be me yelling at Dante.
No problem.
He just struck a chord with me. Has a habit of doing that almost every day. He's always paranoid that Argus will come knocking. But the mods I made to my home are harmless. They'd never care.
Hopefully not.
It's more risky for him to remove my modifications. He could easily screw up, and it's all downhill from there. do anything wrong when you're messing around, and they'll notice. It's like a tightrope. One wrong move and you're done for. My brain is wired to mess with this stuff. His is not.
I tell him it's fine. We all have things that we're passionate about.
Passionate. Yeah, that's the word. I got a little mad, but my intentions weren't bad, you know? I've worked with this tech for my entire life. I know my way around it. That'd be like me going into his room and messing with his writing. You know, making edits here and there so that I feel better about it. I just want mutual respect for my hobby and career.
That makes sense. Isaac definitely seems to know what he's doing. From my understanding, the amount of Argus tech in his home is minimal. But at the same time, it's not illegal. Bend the rules without breaking them, he says.
I guess it's selfish to a degree, though. Because I own this house, I should make sure that everyone feels safe. The situation sucks. I just want to leave all that Argus stuff back at work.
Gotta leave work stuff at work.
It's purely psychological, but to me, Argus is my boss. Nobody wants to go back to a house where their boss is everywhere. Keeping that stuff to a minimum really helps my home feel like it should. A safe place.
He shrugs.
At least to me. But I really should consider other people's point of view. I'll just end up like Argus if I expect everyone else to live how I want. Speaking of which, there's something else I wanted to talk about. I mean, it's the real reason I asked you to meet me here today.
The apology wasn't the real reason? Interesting.
All this talk about how I want things to be, let's change that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Delta. And I wish I had more beer for this. More courage.
He blushes and rubs the back of his head. I'm pretty sure I know where he's going with this. Flirting? At least all signs support my current hypothesis.
I just feel like we should get this out of the way as soon as possible. The feeling of tension in the air is starting to damage my calm.
I do like that you use a hypothesis instead of theory.
But let's face it, you chose to move here. To live with me. Did you mean anything by that, Delta? This was a lot easier in my head. Really, I'm just curious if you were interested in me. I hope this isn't catching you by surprise. We've been friends online for a while, after all. And moving in here is a pretty big gesture.
He inches a bit close to me, and he seems much more calm. I guess now, that's out in the open, his anxiety is disappearing. It's never easy to bring up that kind of thing he just brought up.
I'm curious if the gesture was supposed to mean anything. Either way, I'm fine. I just couldn't stop myself from wondering. But if we do go out, expect me to be incredibly awkward.
It does seem a bit sudden, but it's also natural. There's always been chemistry between us, and how we live together. It crossed my mind a few times, but it's clearly racing through his.
No matter what, though. Friends until the end.
Ooh. I mean, I've only done this is my 4th Let's Play. Do I want to put myself to the blue dude? I mean, let's see. What do we got? We've got... not 100% sure. I guess maybe the person I thought was the counselor might not be the counselor. It might be the guy whose name we don't know, Zero. Then we got the flirtatious rabbit dude. Then we got the guy with the glasses. I have no idea who it is. Then we've got Isaac, I think, and Dante. I mean, Isaac seems pretty cool. Ooh, buddy. I wonder if this is also like Winds of Change, where you can literally like date everybody. Granted, I intentionally dated one person, then I flirted with another person, which led to something real quickly, and then I gave a present to a third person, which then led to angry sex. Ooh. You could try being more than friends, I guess. Seems pretty cool.
Glad to hear it, Delta. Took a real shot in the dark, but my aim was on point. You're willing to try, and that actually means a lot to me.
And it makes me want to actually, try relationships. I tried relationship stuff recently and talked to somebody for like maybe a week or two and then got completely ghosted. I thought it was going well. And then I haven't done anything for a bit, because I prefer to do visual novels, which is kind of funny and telling. He places a hand on top of my leg.
The world could use more people like you.
Horny?
Willing to embrace new experiences, new people even. Everyone else seems to be a creature of routine these days.
Just like me, a creature of routine.
Argus has made sure of that one. But sometimes a routine is more like a prison. So, let's embrace our freedom. Let's drink beer at 2 p.m.
Okay, but only once, okay? He smirks and stands up from the couch. I say why not, and accept his offer to share beer. I wake up the next morning with my butt hurting. I mean, the air is clear, and it seems like we can carry on like normal.
Alright, but let's not do this every day.
Count on that.
Next time we'll go to the coffee shop and hang out. It could be our first date, or whatever.
He leaves the room to retrieve some more beer. I feel like our bond has become stronger because of what just happened. Not only did I learn a lot about him, but we made our situation more clear. This is another milestone in my new life. Every interaction I have while I'm here will settle me in even more. Doesn't feel like home just yet, but every second does more to change that. What do we got? I think that's the end of time. Before we do Dante's Inferno? What happened? I just click here. Does it become available in future fragment maps? Future fragments.
View which journal entry.
Okay, number 12. Monday, December 16th, 2041. Isaac left his lunch at home today, so I had to bring it to him at work. His store is definitely pretty chill, and he even told me that his manager is always hiring. So if it ever came to it, I could work with him. If only I needed to, though. A last resort. Working with friends can easily destroy productivity. There's also the fact that we'd be competing for sales. That's never a good thing to do with people who are close to you. Not that there'd even be a competition. I mean, I'd clearly win. I do feel kind of bad for Isaac, though. He mentioned that he lost commission on a lot of sales. I guess people who were up to no good decided to con him into selling them stuff. Okay, how does that even work? I just find that confusing. Because, like, I don't know, in America, guns. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's there's sometimes background checks, but it's like, usually, like, when it comes to a lot of things, when it comes to buying stuff and stuff, it's not what people do with it that people seem to worry about. Granted, I'm not a company. It's, just getting the stuff, out the door and the money in the door. He told me that he can lose points, since he's basically enabling their crimes. Since when is ignorance a form of complicity? Isaac is 100% innocent, and I'd always have his back. I wonder what crimes they were committing, and why they need to buy so much stuff, though. Maybe I'll ask Isaac sometime. If they dock points... from his score, they better give him every last detail, or at least let him contest it. But I guess if Argus didn't want to tell him that he could hide behind the new glitch in the system excuse. A blanket statement that means to absolve Argus of any wrongdoing lately. It's pretty weak. Anyway, my mind is just running wild. I wasn't even planning to write this journal day, but it is currently late at night, and Dante is blasting music while he works. I'm pretty sure I can hear Issac fuming all the way from my room. We're all just numbers in a computer. Dude. Don't be that, what is it? Knowledgeable about your universe. Signed, Delta. You got room for one more? Not really, though. I do want to save and see. We'll save because, I do that, but see what happens if I do that.
Experience culmination fragment.
Okay.
The nightclub outing?
Okay, so it isn't like this is chapter 1 and then that's chapter 2. Unless it's something like, do you want to do this? Well, too fucking bad because it's not done yet. I'll have to ask my friend how many of these fragment thingies there are. Because I was going to do this once a day, but if I do this once a day and, it's going to be quite a bit of extra work on me. Because that's an extra 3 I would have to do a day. That's life. Or the life I've chosen myself. Anyways, that's then this Let's Play. So comment, cuz, like, comment, say what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Can you reset my face? No? Okay. Or maybe we could try that sometime. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and share the vids to help it grow. Reading links beyond. And please remember to spay near your animals to help control the pit population. And until next time, let's play me, Wolf 6 of Komorebi? Oh, you can't just yeet out of here. No, wait, you can. F5. Nope. Yes. Komorebi. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if that works for, what's it called? Winds of Change. God, I'm really losing my marbles here. Blim. What's it called again? Komorebi?
Welcome to Komorebi.
Komorebi. And see ya.